John's here regarding construction projects in the stadium precinct. There is a report, and again, it'd be up to the committee to determine whether or not you want to bump that up in the agenda. So I'll come back to everyone after we go through the presentation. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. What I'm going to talk about today is Scott Park. I would like to take this opportunity to discuss item 816, report C124014, the pros and cons with concerns of the community, taxpayers, elected officials to be proven with taxpayers' money. I circulated an email to council and trustees, incumbents, and candidates for wards 1 to 15 on election 2014. This was sent out August the 7th. The proposal for the new North Central Secondary School responses percentage for my questionnaire were as follows. Councillors and candidates, 36.9% returns. Trustees and candidates, 54.8%. I will include the responses of my questionnaire to be distributed at the meeting. There were 4 questions. I would like your opinion and suggestions from the community for consideration that Hamilton Board reconsider their decision to build a new North Central School, Scott Park, 1.5 acres, and now it's 1.75. Parkview and King George site at 3.4 acres, where Delta has 5.6 acres, St. John A. McDonald has 6.9. Are you in favor of the City of Hamilton and the board to negotiate the new site of 10 to 15 acres, Lower City for Ward 3 for a new North Central School for students in Wards 2, 3, and 4? The Minister of Education guidelines states over 1,200 students should be 15 acres. The new South Mountain Secondary School is 20 plus acres. The exception of the Lower City deserves the same. Whereas the City of Hamilton is negotiating to purchase 10 to 15 acres, and now we know, Dominion class property to replace Brian Timmons Field for sports fields, which is approximately 5 to 10 minutes from Scott Park site, 2 bus routes within walking distance of the Bernie Marley Center. 2, are you in favor of the board in partnership with the City of Hamilton at this site for a new North Central School due to the uncertainties of King George School potential value as heritage site and the demolition of Parkview? The demolition of Scott Park with the City of Hamilton plans for Bernie Marley Center. 3, do we agree the Lower City Code Red Keeping Score report students deserve equity of the school facilities for the development of students for the future, which consists of academics, classrooms, grammar rooms, music rooms, theater auditorium, resource centers, gyms, vocational and tech schools, and outdoor sports fields. We don't know what this looks like because the board has never showed us a concept of what a school looked like. 4, the proposal for relocation of the school to the north would keep the community plan Scott Park, option 3, and Cannon Street, option 1 and 2, with the original plan. The community agreed to at the community meetings, which consist of 6 meetings chaired by Paul Johnson's crew, who did a wonderful job. The community proposal is a win-win for the community, the board, and City of Hamilton. What a statement this would make to revitalization of Barton Street to the community. Just like 4 or 5 Crown Point was here, these points are here, all emphasizing this change Barton, Kenilworth. Students of 3 secondary schools in wards 2, 3, and 4 To be proud of 21st Century School, City of Hamilton and Board, let's make a statement for Hamilton. It's the best city to raise a child. As stated in Code Red, Keeping School report by community leaders, it's time to walk the talk. We have time to do the right for a 56-year legacy. I'll turn back to my, and all them comments, emails, and I was really surprised of the returns on this item, especially from, I attended many Sherman Hub meeting last night, Rutland Hub meetings, and that's where you got to go. As the gentleman says, Sam says, it's got to start at grassroots. As Murray said last night in Sherman Club, we got to listen to the people who wants it, and we got to give them the goods to make the community helpful. And I was surprised at the participation of all the people in that community. It's amazing. It's amazing that Keith neighborhood. It's unbelievable. Grassroots. Anyways, I'll get back to Hamilton Board were contributed 50% of costs for Brian Tibbins Community Park Fields. Why not negotiate the land sale and build a 21st century school on this site? What a wow factor for the students. Green, now here, that's about the only pro I got, but it's me. This is what the people say. Community losses are green space at Scott Park Outdoor Activity Zone to be preserved for the community plan for recreation activities and Prince of Wales School activities, which talked about at the meetings of senior recreation center zone will not be compatible with the students. That's one of the reasons it was turned down way back when. Students and seniors. By the way, I'm a senior. Senior activity is high from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., same as high school's activities. So they're kind of crashing. Seniors' walkability is 1.5 blocks from the center for parking in this plan. Who has the priority of the 85 parking spots on the site recreation center or the board? Question to staff. Does the board have legal entitlement to the lands in question? 2, what legal opinion does the city have if said lands are challenged by the OMB? And I see on the agenda, the gentleman that owns it, well, doesn't own it now, his lawyers stating a claim, whatever that means. So if legal's got an answer, I'd like to hear it. Question for the board. Why wasn't the staff recommendation in the North Central ARC report followed? This is their final report, recommendations. Page 21, item 2, location of new school. Page 65, item 5, site location. Page 65, 18, staff summary report, North ARC recommendations. Number 4, land acquisition, 15-acre site at $4,000 an acre, $6 million site to be located between existing Delta and Sir John A. Macdonald. Why did the board select the smallest site to put a school on, where Delta is 5.2, Sir John A. is 6.9? Recommendation from the community, this staff report should be referred back to Scott Park Lands Committee for community input. The community assumed at the committee meeting on March 6, 2014, would be implemented as per schedule, timetable outlined by Paul Johnson's crew. And all the referred items, I've got them here because if somebody wants to look at them. Respectfully, John McGreal, senior taxpayer of 6 grandchildren. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Questions, comments at this point in time? Councillor Johnson.
Thank you, through you, Deputy Mayor. Thanks, John, for coming out. I know a lot of your questions are really more based to the Board of Education, but one of the ones that I had put down to ask in specific was the legal. What's our legal obligations? And you referred to it earlier. Can you just expand on that a little bit, what your concern is?
Well, it's under expropriation, and if I read the lawyer's letter there, he's going to challenge it. And you know what happens? We challenge things in old BM. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Okay.
All I know is his lawyers it's the first time I've seen that letter.
Right.
So it's up to you
Okay.
people.
Well, thank you, John, and thanks for being so patient today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I need a motion then to move receipt of the presentation. It's been moved by Whitehead, seconded by Morrow. All those in favor, carries. Thank you.